Here we go with the second part of the natural disasters in Croatian. Then you have Lawine or Schneelawine in German. So it's almost the same, but you can also say an avalanche of sand maybe, or an avalanche of mud. So the Germans distinguish between an avalanche and a snowy avalanche or snow avalanche, and Croatians say lavina, or referring to German, I think, snježna lavina. So it's on the one side it's just an avalanche, and on the other side it's a snowy avalanche, but it's usually the same. Usually it's the same. Orkan, we had that word already. Plague, plage in German. In Croatian you can say pošast, and in Croatian you can also say kuga, which is the expression for direct expression for the pests, like the disease from the medieval times. Or you can also say pomor. So kuga and pomor are words for a disease. Sandsturm is a sandstorm, and you can say pješčana bura. Pješčana bura. I will explain bura later, because it's not just a storm, but let's leave it right there. Pješčana bura. Bura. Pješčana bura. So it's a sandstorm. Seuche. Seuche is a plague or an epidemic. And in Croatian you say zaraza, which means an epidemic infection, or you can also say pošast, which we also had a few words ago. Then you go with Schneesturm, which is a blizzard, a snowstorm. You can say snježna oluja, a snowy or a snowstorm in Croatian, or you can say snježna vijavica. So vijavica means the wind is producing whirls with the snow, waving it around and so on. Snježna oluja or snježna vijavica. Next one is Schneeverwehung, which is snowdrift in English. Zapuh, zamet or nanos snijega. Zapuh, zamet. Zapuh, zamet, nanos snijega. So nanos snijega means the bringing of snow, like if someone is bringing, or if someone was bringing snow on and on and on. Steinschlag is the rock fall, and it's called odron kamenja in Croatian. Downfall, or the falling off of stones, or of stony underground. Storm is Sturm in German, and it's oluja in Croatian, and you can say bura. So bura has a special meaning because it's the name for a wind, for a cold falling wind, falling down the Dinaric mountains, or Dinaritic Alps, at the Croatian coast. It's a very strong and cold wind. And you can use it for a storm or for that cold wind. Steinschlag. No, wait, we had Steinschlag already. Überschwemmung and Flut is deluge and flood. And you can say just potop, which means like flooding, and you can say opći potop, which means the public or main or great flood. And if you are talking about Noah's flood, which is Sintflut in German, you can say neun potop, but it's a very biblical expression, of course. Neun potop. The nominative form of Noah in Croatian is N-O-A, by the way. Typhoon. Typhoon in Croatian, typhoon in English, and typhoon in German. Different orthographics again. In English, no, in German you say tornado. in English you say tornado. In Croatian you say tornado. Tornado. Tsunami and tsunami in German. A tsunami in English. I'm not quite sure if I spelled it right, but anyways. Yeah. Tsunami. Tsunami in Croatian. A forest fire is a Waldbrand in German. Ein Waldbrand. You can say šumski požar in Croatian. Now, a fire itself is vatra, like fire. But if something or someone is burning, you say požar. Like a building is burning, then it's požar zgrade, for example. And if it's a forest, you say šumski požar. Vulkanosbruch. That's a volcanic eruption, and in Croatian you say vulkanska erupcija. Vulkanska erupcija. For a thunderstorm, you can say Unwetter or Donnersturm in German, and in Croatian you say nevrijeme or oluja. We had oluja already, and did I mention that oluja was a name for a military operation in Croatia in the 90s? No, I did. Nevrijeme is just a time or a weather, a kind of weather. It's the same meaning in one word. That anybody wouldn't like, or that is not suitable for anything. I will stop now and make a shorter part of the video where I am reading through all the words in Croatian, because I don't trust my camera, so that's why I do this. See you. Now we'll go through all the words. Prirodna katastrofa, suša, epidemija, potres, zemljotres, klizanje tla, again klizanje tla, odron zemlje, tuča, krupa, val vrućine, visok vodostaj, poplava, glad, opća glad, nestašica, uragan, vihor, orkan, lavina, snježna lavina, pošast, kuga, pomor, pješčana bura, podmorski potres, zaraza, pošast, snježna oluja, snježna vijavica, zapuh, zamet, nanos snijega, odron kamenja, oluja, bura, potop, opći potop, nojin potop, tajfun, tornado, tsunami, šumski požar, vulkanska erupcija, nevrijeme, oluja. Okay, this was it. Thanks for watching, and rate, comment, add, subscribe, and see you again. Bye, bye, and thanks for watching.